I'm hanging on by a thread, and all I'm clinging to is prayers. And
As I was studying, when it comes down to how we build a community, how we build a unity, and all the things that resonates with my soul and my goals here in Los Angeles, California. Before I leave this earth, there's a few things that I need to do, and that's to to also put my part in equality and ownership. I hear so many different cases when it comes to people forming rights, creating acts, writing bills, and fighting to have them passed to change the way business is done, life is done, equal rights, and all kinds of different things. And of course, me as a 32-year-old transgender male, DIR, California state license, janitorial license, there's a few things that come to mind, not to feel discriminated against, but to know that, any job that I want, if I'm the first one knocking on the door, and I have capabilities, that I should be given the right to be given a shot. To be more specific, my heart is not in malice, my heart is not in anger about the situation, but what I am going at is being able to know that I have the opportunity to be given an opportunity of my choice, especially because I'm a Los Angeles resident. I'm a California state license holder, and so many other things. I think that I was given an opportunity to bid on a project, a fairly larger project, but not a union project. So therefore, me not being a union, especially contractor, at that time, where I had to hire union workers, I would think that I have the ability to qualify to work on this project, even on a smaller scale. I think that if they have not bought out this particular portion of the contract, that I should have the ability to bid. Although my bid came in over $500,000 to complete this task at a certain amount of time, that there should have been, or I would have hoped to been, some type of compromise over details, scope of work, and abilities. Now, being that I am enrolled to receive my California State Board's license, California State Board license during a pandemic, that you should still go according to protocol. But my point here is that the license that I hold says no different than the license that is required. I still have the experience, and I'm still an enrolled student, and I believe that, again, on a smaller scale, that my company is qualified and able to manage and have the ability to work on larger projects. Everybody knows a lot of people are scared of contractors when it comes to work because of, the ability to take advantage, so to speak. And I, for one, have no interest in taking advantage, except for creating more jobs and bringing in the ability to create more jobs. And that's pretty much what my determination is. The money doesn't make a difference. I'm gonna make money on every project that I work on. But if I've set out to be the subcontractor in Los Angeles, then I have to step the bar up and create ways to make sure that that happens, and that no matter where I am in my professional academic status, that what I have right now is going to get me what I want in the pursuit of offering and having what it is that they say is required. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm completely in agreement with that, and I look forward to making things not more difficult, but to know that those opportunities and the reasons, the acts, the bills, the rights, the laws, the understanding, the open ability is going to not only be available for myself, but those that I'm bringing into this industry behind me. There's no reason why anyone who decides to go as a business owner in anywhere, but especially in the state of California, should be put in a position to have to be left alone. If you have someone such as myself who is already a contractor with the experience and is willing to teach you how to do contracting, then I want to do that. And I think that those abilities to take on accounts, especially on smaller scales, should be available to them regardless of how long you've been in the industry. You can just easily start a house cleaning business or easily start selling stuff just because you go and buy it, doesn't mean that you should be rejected or asked for a certain type of licensing or years of experience. If you're good at what you do and you just happen to walk in the elevator at the right time with the right person, then you should be given a shot. I'm not going to ask you what your sales are. I'm going to ask you if you're able to handle the deal that's on the table, first and foremost. So I want that opportunity to be available to all of NSU members. All of the individuals that are applying to work with me are going to learn exactly how post-construction cleaning works, how being a team member works, how being a trainer of those individuals work, how to subcontract programs, projects, also how to win award projects, maintain, manage contracts, win their own, go through hiring processes, know the difference between subcontracting and prime track contracting, as well as independent contracting and actually being a subcontractor. So like I said, I told my guys, look, you give me a year of your time, I'm gonna fast forward your career through everything that I possibly can. So with all the projects that are going up and the developments that are going up, I believe that what we have, the system that we have, is worth changing some things for. There's no reason I should have to go to the gas station on the same corner and see two different gas stations with two young men who have to be younger than me. I'm 33 years of age. So for me to go to Arco on Crenshaw and Slauson, first of all, for me to go to Slauson and Crenshaw and go to Shell first, and a young man asks me if I have a few dollars to spare, and I offer him a job and let him know, I can't give you money, but I can give you a job. And he doesn't even respond. He simply just respects it and walks away. That's a whole nother issue, because at the end of the day, waiting for what we want and not knowing if it's going to be worth it at the end of the day is a problem in itself. So that's another topic that we could talk about another time. But I believe in what it is that I'm going after for, and I haven't been waiting very long. So for me to know that I implement that into these kids, that is worth it, and that having to wait is worth it. In the meantime, continue to uplift your skill set, continue to understand every aspect of this industry that you possibly can. It's worth it. Then you best believe that every person behind me that's believed every word and sound that's came out of my mouth in the direction of telling them exactly what to believe and know, I'm gonna make sure that it shows. But to just walk away like you have no interest, it almost makes me wonder what you're gonna do now after this conversation. But you decided to go your way. To go across the street to see a young man that had to be half his age. Again, I'm 33. This dude probably was 27. Now we're talking to a 17-year-old who clearly just comes up to me and asks me for a few dollars. So, of course, I tell him, take my business card. Monday is a holiday. Call me on Tuesday. Show up to site. I'll give you lunch or whatever, and I'm gonna put you on payroll. I'm gonna get you a check. I'm gonna teach you how to do this janitorial construction cleaning. I'm gonna take over LA. You will never be out of work if you come work with me. And at first he hesitated. He really did. But, you know, in this time, in this aspect, I was able to actually reach a little bit deeper to this young man and ask him, like, why are you out here? I'm hustling. You hustling? So what, you selling drugs? No, I'm just out here. And, you know, my response was, you're just out here asking for money. Again, why do you feel like you need money so bad? And then for you to be 17 years old and I tell you to go home, I'll give you money, I'll buy you dinner, but go home and call me on Tuesday for work. Well, I don't have no curfew, you know. And I said, okay. So I give the young man $5. I tell him to call me. He pulls out his phone. He hesitates to call me at first. He stored my number, but then he calls me. So I said, cool, at least I got his number. You know what I mean? And after that $5, he walked away from that corner. And my thing is, again, that when I go out and I hit these sites, I'm bringing so much with me. You know, I believe in the words that I say to these people. I need them to know the same, that there's more options. When I've been sitting up here rooting and ranting about, you know, credit building, wealth, all this other stuff, I've connected with each and every person before to make these things happen, and I continue to do so. And it's going to continue to grow. But now it's a different battle. Like, it's not a different battle. It's not a different battle. I take that back. But it's a lot more serious than you think it is. It's a lot more serious for me. It's a lot more serious for my mental health to know that this happens in more ways than one. You know, not just going to go knock on doors, but for people to understand what it is I'm fighting for. Like I said, it's not just discrimination. It's not versatility. And it's not about just being open. It's about changing the way things are done. For someone that wants to change the way things are done. So, over the influence is exactly what it means. Traditional is out the door, bro. Traditional way of living, traditional way of doing business in Los Angeles, especially for me, is out the door. It's no longer the same. So I have to do what it is that I have to do to make sure that everything that I say is exactly what I mean and exactly what happens. And it will. I'm very positive about it. But y'all gonna be so happy. Y'all gonna love this. I promise you. Yeah, y'all gonna love it. Anyway, thank you for watching and tuning in. If you are interested in receiving any type of residential and commercial cleaning services, you can give me a call at 747-344-9524. If you are a contractor or a GC that happens to see this video, you can email me at nostoneunturnedcleaning@gmail.com. That's nostoneunturnedcleaning@gmail.com. If you are a resident in the area that is looking to have a consultation or a house call to have someone come and clean your home or your small business, you can email me at nsucleaninginfo@gmail.com. Again, if you have any information that would be beneficial to what it is that I'm building, if you have any knowledge that would help my colleagues, my staff, my kids, my little brothers and sisters. Give me a call, 747-344-9524. If you have an event, any type of thing that goes with something that we would want to hear, anything that we would want to listen to, any type of knowledge that's going to help us build wealth, growth, health, wealth, and ownership, please give me a call, 747-344-9524. Have a blessed one, because we already got that. Over and out.